Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Watcher of the Forest. How are you doing today? Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed, liked, and commented. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support. And I would like to thank my ancestors, angels, and benevolent spirit guides, known and unknown. Thank you so much for your guidance and protection through every realm. Okay, let's get into this reading. I did pull some tarot. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh, the number sequences are awesome in this reading. I have 8, 8, 8, 3, 18, 1, 9, and 3. So, 33, 8, 8, 8, 9, and 9. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Well, let's get into it. The first card is the Eight of Pentacles. So whoever I'm reading for, you could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And you're trying to figure out how you can make more money in your job. And I'm thinking maybe you're going to develop new skills, right? Whatever your job is or career, whichever. Maybe you're asking your boss if you can do overtime or pick up some more shifts, right? Because you really want to hone in on your skills and perfect your craftsmanship, whatever that is for you. Say like if you're in sales, you want more customers to sell to. Maybe you want a different or a larger, I want to say, territory to expand so that you can create more abundance for yourself, right? And the second card is the Eight of Air, the Eight of Swords. But even though you have this lofty ambition to expand your territory, right? Your boss said you can expand your territory so that you'll have more success, more abundance, right, in your life. 8 is always about abundance. So you've got abundance, 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 right? 8's about abundance, but okay, so this card is 8 of Pentacles. It's abundance, money, prosperity, health, wealth, right? And then the second card is 8 of Swords. So even though it's abundance, it's still, you're feeling trapped. I think you're having, you know what you want, but then don't we always second guess ourselves, right? We do. You're feeling trapped by your own limiting beliefs, but don't forget you have the power to break free, right? I think we always think, oh, I want this so bad. My boss said I can have it. And then we're afraid, right? And then we're scared. I think we psych ourselves out, really. When you think, oh my gosh, I can have $1,000 more, each month if I expand my territory, to sell to, say, 4 other states, right? My boss said I could do it. Everything's cool. Oh my gosh, look at all this work I have. Now I have to travel to 4 other states, talk to their representatives in each state, right? That's a limiting belief if you are, if you are mentally imprisoning yourself because you're thinking, holy Toledo, now I have this huge, I'm going to be busy 7 days a week now instead of only 5, right? But you're going to do it because you want to achieve the goal of more success, more abundance into your life, right? I feel like you're going to build your own house and you need that extra money because you don't want to take out a mortgage, right? You want to just do it piecemeal. And whatever you have in the bank, that's what you're going to spend on. So you're going to do it like that. So you don't have a mortgage, which is absolutely awesome. And the next card we have is the 8 of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Is it time to leave something behind and start anew? Yeah, you are leaving. You are leaving behind the thoughts of, I'm always stuck in this job just doing 5 days a week, but I need to earn more money. So you're leaving that thought behind. That is your personal growth, and you're going to go for it. You're going to go for, your abundance, the abundance that you're going to achieve. Teamwork makes the dream work. So you're going to collaborate with others. Maybe you're going to pull another person to come and help you deal with 4 or 5 other states. It's not going to take away from your abundance at all. It's going to give them abundance also. So you are going to, number 3, you are going to collaborate with 3 other people. I believe you're going to pick at least one person, and that person is going to be on your team, right? It's going to, he or she is going to be an apprentice. You're going to be teaching them everything that you know, right? That's awesome. And then we have the moon. Embrace the unknown. Yes. What hidden truths or fears are you avoiding? I don't think you're avoiding anything. We already talked about getting through the mental imprisonment of being afraid of doing 4 or 5 other states, right? So, you might still have some reservations about how it's all going to work out because you haven't done it before yet, right? You take care of 4 states as it is, and now you're going to have an extra 4 or 5 states to take care of in your new territory, right? And so, yes, you could still have a few fears because unless you go out and do it repetition repeatedly, right? You're going to have a couple of fears lagging behind. What if this doesn't work out? What if my boss feels I can't handle it and he says, oh, I'm taking these other 4 away from you? We all have that, right? But you just have to think about it like, I'm going to give it my best shot, right? I'm going to move forward with it. My boss believes in me. I know I can do it. I already do 4 states. I'm going to do 4 or 5 other states. Plus, I'm going to have an apprentice with me, and I'm going to show this person the ropes of how to sell in these states. And so everything's going to be wonderful. So we have the Magician. You can manifest what you desire in your life. It's all in your hands. Yes. Number 1, how can you use your talents to achieve your goals? How can you use your talents to achieve your goals? Well, you can just make your talents, you can just practice them, right? Practice your talents and keep practicing and keep doing them. Just keep moving forward. And as you do that, you're going to achieve your goals. The Knight. Slow and steady wins the race. Try not to rush the process. Yes, you're not going to rush the process, right? Earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which is the same sign that we started out with. So now you are a knight, right? And you're slow and steady. You're going towards those other 4 or 5 states to sell whatever your product is, right? It's going to be hard work, but you're going to persevere. You're going to keep going. Each month you're going to go to those new states and you're going to talk to your customers, the representatives there, right? And you're going to sell whatever you sell for your company. And you're going to see that they're going to see that you're very reliable, right? They're going to call your boss and say, hey, thank you so much for sending out this new rep. He's just, or she's just awesome, right? Always on time, always polite and courteous, and always helping us to, choose what we need to buy from you, right? So the next card is number 9, the Hermit, another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I believe this whole reading is all about earth signs, since I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. What insights can you gain from spending time alone in solitude? Oh, also, like so many insights, right? Because the answers are within you. They're always within us, right? When we spend time in solitude and introspection, we are guided by the wisdom that our spiritual team gives us, right? Go into meditation, go outside in nature for a walk, and you'd be surprised at how many new ideas and creative ideas that will come to you, right? Through your intuition, through God talking to you. The Queen of Fire. Your warmth and confidence inspires those around you. Yes, what did I say earlier? You know, the other territories that you're selling to, they appreciate your warmth, right? And your confidence. How can you use your leadership skills to inspire and motivate others? Well, you're already teaching this apprentice, right? And so this apprentice, he or she, is going to pick up on your leadership and your passion and your warmth on how you speak to people, right? So then that person, when that person is fully trained, can go out into their own territory and they're going to have much success just like you do, correct? And the last card we have is the Three of Water. Celebrate the love within every relationship and friendship. Will a social gathering or event be enjoyable? I'm going to say yes, it would be very enjoyable. You're going to go back to your office because you have to go back there, like every 3 months, right? And your boss is going to be so thrilled with you because he has gotten nothing but good reports coming in from these other states that you've been servicing, that you've been selling your wares, right? And I mean, even if it's just a computer program, right? And you sell that to the customers. So everyone's very, very happy, and your boss is throwing a party for you guys. Why not, right? You've made a lot of friends, a lot of new friends in this, going to these other states. You've made lots of new friends that, that you wouldn't have never met, right? Had you not wanted to expand yourself, expand your abundance. And now you can actually see your dream home is coming into fruition, right? Because you're making so much more money. Plus you have all of these new friends and colleagues that you made while in these other states, right? And maybe one person is a plumber who's said to you, hey, I'd love to come out and help you out with your house. When you get to the stage where you're doing your plumbing, give me a call. I'd love to give you a discount or even do it for free if I'm not working, right? And then maybe you meet another person who sells windows. I mean, you just never know, right? You really never know who you're going to meet or, what services they do, right? What businesses they do, who buy from you. You just never know. So with your genius idea of, wow, I want to really pick up more abundance, practice makes perfect. Hard work always pays off. It does. It always pays off. Like you didn't know, if you worked harder, right, and asked your boss if you could pick up more states to sell, right? You didn't know who you were going to meet. You didn't know that you're going to have so many new friends, just even on a personal basis, and yes, on a professional basis also, right? But all these other friends that you're meeting, right, just want to pay you back, right? Because they really appreciate your courtesy and your professionalism when you go and speak with them each month. So, I mean, there's so many hidden blessings in everything, really, right? There's so many hidden blessings. Step by step. I embrace patience, trusting that time will bring my goals to fruition. Yes, didn't I just say that? Yes, trusting that time will bring my goals to fruition. I release control and understand that the true value lies in the journey, not just the outcome, really. The journey of meeting other people, right? I allow my life to unfold one step at a time, fully present in each moment, knowing my soul is steadily rising toward the light. Isn't that beautiful? And that goes right along with this reading. Thank you, spiritual team. That's awesome. So let's see what other card we can have for this reading, please, spiritual team. Oh, awesome. Unfolding. Your path doesn't need to be fully visible, right? He had no idea, he or she had no idea if he expanded to 4 or 5 other states, right? Your path doesn't need to be fully visible. It reveals itself moment by moment. And didn't it? It really did reveal itself moment by moment. Let go of the pressure to know everything now. Stay present and allow each step to emerge naturally, right? You just have to stay present. Stay in the now, right? The present moment. And allow each step to emerge naturally. That's brilliant. Thank you so much, spiritual team. One more card, please. The moon's phases align with your desires. Make a wish. Oh, nice. Well, this person is making a wish to have more states, more territory, so that he or she can, they're going to build a house, right? And they don't want a mortgage, which is very wise. And if you can expand in your business, whatever that is, even if you work for someone and you just want to pick up more shifts. Oh, you know what? I'm free on the weekends. Can I just work the weekend? I don't mind if I work 7 days a week, right? I mean, why not? I used to do that and I loved it, right? So work 7 days a week, or yeah. And your boss might call and say, hey, I know you're working a lot, but so-and-so called in. Can you put in some overtime, like 4 nights a week? Yeah, I can. Thank you. And you just save all that money towards your goal, which is, in this story, it's building your own house, right? Doesn't have to be a large house. Can be a small house, right? Boss. Gone are the days of answering to anyone else. Your destiny is in your hands now. Yes, it is in your hands now, right? You are pretty much calling the shots. You're telling your boss, you know what? I know I work 5 days a week. I'd like to work 7. And yes, I will put in some overtime. So you are taking over your employment status, right? You're working a lot, but you're socking away that money so that you can use it to build yourself a house. Maybe you want to build a 400 square foot house, right? Or an 800 square foot house. Whichever, right? But you're going to do it. You're going to look on Craigslist for free things. You can look on Facebook Marketplace for free things, and you can barter with people and just start collecting things, sinks and just everything, right? Windows, just everything. I love that I always have so many passions and ideas and an infinite amount of energy to make them a reality, right? Yes, to make them a reality. You always have so many passions and ideas, right? To make an infinite amount of energy, because you are working 2 more days a week and you're working overtime also. So you're practically always at your job. But thank God it's a job that you love, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. You wouldn't be expelling your energy doing something that you absolutely hate, right? So it's a job that you absolutely love. And, it's just a beautiful reading for someone out there who may or not be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You don't have to be the sign. You can be any sign, right? And the numbers are 888, 3 and 3, 9, 1, and 18, which is a 9, so you might as well say 99. And I do have 33. So 888, 99, and 33. So I hope you all loved this reading. I loved it. Thank you so much, spiritual team. And take care, and I will catch you on the next one.